Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll run on first down. Cummins. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Womack. This complete to Langford. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brinkley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 1st and 10, Brinkley. And that's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, some strong running. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Brinkley. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Womack. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be left on the clock.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. We've got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Brinkley. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
19 Wyatt. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To throw on 3rd down. Brinkley. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Now they'll change things up.
18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Cut 19. Ready.
On first down, Brinkley. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 3rd and 2, Womack. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
To throw again, Womack. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, Womack. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off-play action, Brinkley. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
To throw on second down. Brinkley. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2. Brinkley. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw on second down. Brinkley.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. A dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition,
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Womack. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
they lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And they're going to speed things up here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Nineteen tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Brinkley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Piñeiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Commanders 42, Bengals 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Okay, break. Trap 60, trap 60. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Throwing after the interception. Womack. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Womack. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Got it. Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Mustang 19. Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun. Brinkley.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on 2nd down. Womack. Short throw to Smith. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Panthers 60. Panthers 60.
Now a handoff up the middle. Cummins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
79 Broncos.
At the 50-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Off the play fake. Womack. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day,